This holiday season, Instacart is bringing magic to the people who make it magic for others. Get delivery and deals on everything you need this season. Whether it's a last-minute holiday decor emergency, coverage for the holiday party, or just avoiding going out in the cold, Instacart is here. Plus, November 24th to December 23rd is Deal Month, with savings from your favorite retailers and deals on grocery, electronics, beauty, toys, and more. Download the Instacart app to get a little magic delivered today. A PSA from Instacart. It's Sunday, 5 p.m. You had a non-stop weekend. You're running on empty, and so is your fridge. You're in the trenches of the Sunday scaries. You don't have it in you to go to the store, but this is your reminder. You don't have to. You can get everything you need delivered through Instacart so that you can get what you really need. More time to do whatever you want. Instacart. For one less Sunday scary, we're here.
I could have a go at just lockpicking, I suppose. I could have a fiddle around. Well, I've got a knife, haven't I?
Have you got
right?
What have you actually got proficiency with? I mean, it's been so long since we've actually used any proper D&D.
Not that I'm aware. I'm just going to stick my dagger, my small knife in there, and wiggle it around a bit, and hope for the best.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
19.
Yeah, you hear the lock quite easily click open.
I'm so excited. I go yes, but try and stifle it. Try and stifle it so he doesn't hear.
He does hear, and he does start to wander towards.
Whoa! Well, hang on. Before he does, he does. Just a minute. I farted over here, and he didn't bring the man to where the fart was.
He got halfway there.
What? And then just gave up. He said, "No, I'm not going to bother checking it out anymore."
Well, he then heard you shout, "Yes, I've opened the door." So.
Well, I didn't start until he had got around. I wouldn't have started until he got around.
Okay, but look, he has heard you. He hasn't made it as far, but he's suspicious.
Right, okay. I'm opening up that door. Obviously, I'm going to try and open it as, what's the word? Narrowly as possible. The narrowest gap, so I can just squeeze through. And I imagine Ronson's quite a svelte man.
Of course you do. Yeah, so you squeeze through. And we're going to jump back to the other two.
Guard, what's your name, pal?
Jefferson.
That's a good name, Jefferson. Congratulations on your name. I'm glad it's not Gary the Gargantuan Guard, because we'd be here all bloody night if it were. I need some help, mate. Are you all right to give me a hand? And a big burly boxing bruised bloke. Everybody, in fact, can you all give me a hand?
What are we talking here?
To get the sofa in prime viewing position of this here portrait of a big wet lad, I need that piano gone. I need those stools gone. I need that table gone, a couple of the chairs, and maybe that large sofa. And I'm only a little lad with little legs. You see, the person who should be with me called in sick, got the shits, and he would help me move stuff. But I've had to come anyway because his bloody lordship has got me on a right deadline for this. So any help would be wonderfully appreciated.
You see how big the piano is, though. We had to build the walls around it, so we ain't getting it through these doors.
What about the rest of the stuff?
The rest of the stuff, yeah, not a problem. We'll just turn the table on its side a little bit, but piano ain't shifting.
Okay, we'll move the piano to the back once we've moved the table. Okay, this is all making sense. This is why they call me the Picasso of furniture movement. It's like Tetris to me. It all just falls in. Right, so might I make a humble recommendation about the best way to do this?
Of course, sir. You're the expert.
I am the expert, that is correct. We need to form a line. So what I would suggest is, as the littlest guy here, and I can see how things are going to fit from my very low angle, I'll stand this side of the door and pass stuff through. Burly Barry.
Bernard.
yeah, and him. If he's here as well, he can help. Could you go on the other side of the door, please? Because your calves and lower back will have the perfect pivot mechanism for moving stuff away.
Out into the main.
Into the main bit, yeah. Not quite yet. Let's just work this plan out first. You and Jefferson are going to be out there handling, because some of this stuff's going to be quite heavy. And Art Lady's name I've forgotten because we skipped away for Ronson to fart and run about a bit. Lysandra, that's it. And might I say, that's a smashing blouse you're wearing. You're in charge of all this stuff here, portraits and art and whatnot. So what I want to appoint upon you, bestow upon you, if you will, is I need you to ensure that everything is being placed down in the court, in the foyer area, in a safe way that means nothing will be damaged, because it's on my bloody head if it is, and I'd imagine you'll have to bloody replace it, won't you?
Oh yes, but unless you're moving the paintings, then the tables are of no concern.
Oh, they're paintings in the foyer.
Oh, you think they're at risk, do you?
Well, it's a small risk, but it's still a risk, isn't it? And like I said, I don't want to displease our lordship, so I am erring on the side of caution. And what I'll do is Anna Cognito, the work experience tiefling, she will be guiding my low pivot from where those stools are. So we've got eyes on every angle, making sure nothing gets damaged, no portraits are getting hurt in the making of this movement. And then once all this stuff is out, we'll nip outside to my van, my horse-drawn van, we'll grab the sofa, bring it in, pop it down, put everything back, lickety-split, job done. What do you reckon?
What, you were only measuring up for a sofa? I didn't realise you had it already.
Do you know what? If we can get 2 jobs done in one day, I think that's at the benefit of everybody.
Have you got multiple different sizes of sofa, just in case that is being prepared?
Well, they don't call me dwarf ferocious sizer because I'm unprepared, hey?
Okay, I mean, it sounds rather complicated for just moving some furniture, but as you are the expert.
I am indeed. Everybody to your positions.
I'm going to scuttle down to next to the piano kind of place. I believe that's where I was meant to be.
That's a good place, Anna. Right in front of that portrait, guarding it. Keep your eye on it. Everybody out.
Can I just point of check? How big is this picture in feet?
It's a landscape. It's probably like the size of a large window. Like if you've got like a bedroom window, like 2 or 3 panes wide. It's not just going to fit under your arm. So
what we're saying, like 1.5 meters?
It's your problem to deal with. I'm just the big ideas guy. Okay. Now everybody's in position. Poor guy starts moving stuff out. So he's rolling this table out to the door to barrel the burly bastard. So he's just following as was described previously. Right, table out first, then a couple of chairs, then I'll push the piano back into that space to create room. Is everybody ready? Is everybody in position? And everybody is ready to start moving furniture. Let's go.
Yes,
Yeah. Let's get a woo.
Woo.
A woo from all of you.
Woo. Woo. Woo.
All at the same time.
Stephen, can you edit those together, please? Woo. When you said about we need to move the furniture and we need to do it in a line, I did think we were going to have a furniture conga.
That was kind of what I was doing, but I thought you'd make me do a persuasion check for that. So I thought I'd go for something that seemed a bit more professional.
Fair.
Would you mind if I try something? I've been working on it in my studies. I can maybe make the furniture move itself.
Give it a go. Everybody in position to catch the furniture.
Well, if the furniture's moving itself, we could just come back in and have a sit down then.
Wait, let me just, and then she accidentally, or purposely, but accidentally, lets off animate objects, and it hits the piano, the painting, the stools, and like a chair, maybe. Oh no! And then the piano just starts shifting itself into the hallway and trying to get itself on its side and trying to shift its way out of the door, but it's hitting into everyone as it goes. It's like just
getting itself stuck in the doorway.
Getting itself stuck in the doorway a little bit. And then she just casts minor illusion on the painting to duplicate it in its place as the other painting jumps off the wall And as the piano's blocking the door, the painting scuttles towards the back doors to this room.
Okay, so I've just drawn a facsimile of the piano, which is now wedged in the door.
Mm-hmm.
So you've created a minor illusion of the painting on the wall, whilst the other one is
Nightingale's illusion.
Yeah,
Sorry,
okay,
I want to use that because it's a higher DC, so the DC on it to look through it is an 18 rather than a 16.
Yeah, and the other one, you've ordered it to scurry off towards the back door.
Yeah, well, they can't see through the piano because it's trying to smack into the doorway to get out.
Okay.
And Tox just, I'm extremely sorry. Poor guy, get the door. Sorry,
Oh, the ivories. The ivories are being tinkled. Everybody quick. Close that door before stuff escapes.
The door at the back of the room is, I just want to open, door, not that way. Well, I do open the door. I open the door and stick my head through. What do I see, Dave? Out the two doors.
So in this one, you see what looks like a library.
Okay, just close that one for a second. And then I try the door next to it quickly.
So as you open the door next to it, you see it's a large hall. You can see a big dining table and a throne at the back of the room.
So I'll go with this room then, the second one we've described, and I'll open the door and I'll just ferry the painting through and close the door.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here, poor guy, help me.
Early blokes and smashing glass. Quick. I need you to... Everybody put your weight on this door and hold it closed, because this piano is going to cause a right nuisance to the portraits in the foyer. Bloody work experience.
It's not going to be able to get through, though. It's going to get stuck.
It will if it smashes through the wall. This is a new build property. It's famously going to have weak walls.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, quick. Yeah, and they start pushing on the door to try and keep the piano in.
Right, hold that door. I'll do my best to keep the piano away from anything that looks expensive.
Watch that painting.
I've got my eye on it, don't worry. I'm standing between the piano and the painting. Bloody work experience, people. If Phil hadn't rang in with the shits earlier, we'd be done by now. Oh. And then poor guy just stomps about making noises, shouting about inanimate objects.
Okay, we're going to jump back to Ronson.
Well, I suppose...
Do you want to describe the room you've walked into?
Is that my job? Isn't that your job as a DM?
It
Do I have
is,
to
but I
describe
thought you
it?
might want to.
So I'm now in a room that is quite clearly, to my eyes, a study with a lovely dark green carpet, a chaise longue, some kind of lovely leather backed sofa there, a chessboard, something that looks like maybe a penis torture contraption or something on a table. It's got cogs on it. So I'm going to do an investigation check then, obviously. I've got to, haven't I?
It would feel like a sensible thing to do.
And it's a 17.
Okay, yeah, so you have a brief look round. As you quite rightly say, it's a chessboard. It's set up fresh for a new game. It's a virgin chessboard. It's not been touched. And you do find that as you say, this strange gold object with it's about 20 centimeters high. It's got a weird handle on the side. It just looks really out of place. It's the only thing that really looks old in this, in this brand new room. I'm
having that. If I have a little look at the desk and go through the
So sorry, what are you doing with the thing on the table?
Well, I'm having it.
So you're trying to move it.
Oh, I know what it is. Am I allowed to say what it is, or?
Well, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to lift it?
No. The fact that you want me to decide that
I just need to know what you're doing. I thought when you
it,
said I'm having it, I thought you meant you're putting it in your pocket.
It's setting off a booby trap. No, so I'm going to have it, yeah, but I'm not picking it up yet.
Okay.
I have had a little look in the in the drawers and things of the desk.
They're empty. As I say, this is hardly used office. The staff have only been in here a couple of days, so there's nothing of note.
I mean, this seems a bit bizarre, but are there no windows in this room?
Yeah, there are 2 windows at the back.
Oh, is that 2 windows at the back? Right, let me go over and see if they're open.
Yeah, you can open them.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to open them. I'm then nicking this, what I think is it's a, what do you call it, a diorama? It's a contraption that shows planets moving around the sun. It's a solar system. It's a solar system.
So you try and pick it up. It is attached to the table.
Okay, now, right, I pick up the table.
It's attached to the floor.
Are you, what? Right, how is it? I want to have a little look and see how it's attached. How is it attached?
So as you look, you see that on the underside of the table, there are a series of cogs and sort of mechanisms like levers and stuff, which sort of travel from that contraption on top. They go into the inner frame of the table leg, and those table legs are securely bolted to the floor.
So I think if I wind this, something's going to happen. Fortune favors the bold. Let's have a wind. I'm gonna crank that. I'm gonna crank the shaft. I'm gonna wind that crank.
So as you do, you hear a clicking noise in the corner as a bookcase.
Oh, a door
opens.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna obviously go have a little look, and as I do, as I walk over there, I just do a little skip.
I thought it was going to be another Tommy Squeaker.
I mean, one might slip out from the bouncing, it's possible, but I'm just going to do a little skip because I'm so pleased with myself at the moment. As usual, D&D and the shit out of this. Right, so he's going through. Oh, it's a corridor.
So
a dark corridor.
You go behind the bookcase and you see a very dark set of steps, and it just gets darker and darker as you head down.
Descending.
And we are going to go back to the other two.
Oh, that's a cliffhanger.
I'm going to look back at Porky, and I'm going to... Oh, I'm so tired. And I just start crying and just whimpering to myself. Tok does. And then she's just going to pull out the Joker card from a deck of illusions and slap it on the floor.
Okay.
And an image of Tok appears in the room, crying, looking a little bit sad with a notebook in her hand, as Tok slips out the back door to the room.
So where is the painting at this point?
So the painting's approximately here, just outside here. Yeah. Tok's with the painting, and her illusionary. Her illusionary thing will probably be about here because that's where. So she's going to throw it into the middle of the drawing room.
Yeah. So anyone going to the drawing room, it looks like Tok is still there, panicking about what's happened. And I can move it, and it acts as Tok would act, but it makes no sound. But if you try and physically touch it, it will be seen as an illusion, which we all know because we've seen this happen in season 1 of all of this. You can't touch it. So, FYI, poor guy.
The portrait looks like it's still there because you did a portrait magic thing.
There's a portrait magic thing. There's an illusion, which is the special illusion that I can use, which has got a high DC on it, and then there's the things that are moving, and then I've just used my illusion card to create a third illusion of Tok. So they're all separate things, but only one requires concentration, I believe, which are the objects that are moving around. I believe that's correct. Is that okay, Dave? I have been frantically reading for the last 5 minutes. Like, what? Okay. So yeah.
The suggestion here would be, from what's going on, Porky would be aware of what the plan is going to be. It doesn't need to be spelled out to him.
I think you've got the gist, right? You guys have been working together long enough that as you see random stuff appearing, you kind of know what Tok's up to.
Okay, that's all right. I just want to make sure I wasn't about to get a random throw. Okay, so plan is going to be get everybody back in the room again. So
the piano does start to stop doing what it's doing and just shift itself to where it was meant to go in the room. And so do the chairs.
Burly men and arty lady, I've got the piano under control. Can you Get that door open, please. Come on in and just make sure everything's not moving anymore.
Bernard rushes in and he jumps on one of the stalls to kind of keep it down.
So second Tok will be just so because I don't want anyone to touch Tok's illusion. So she's going to be as in the middle of a space as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bernard, that's good. Stay there. Stay on that stool.
Lyssandra's rushed over to the piano and is looking frantically at like where it's chipped and scratched from hitting the door frame. Oh no! Oh,
it's okay, Lysandra. I've got a buffing kit in my van, but what I need, can you sit on the piano just for a moment, just to make sure, because that bloody apprentice work experience tiefling's magic is unpredictable. That's why I don't normally bring her out. Gary the guard, can you get on top of that table for me? I want you to stand there like you're the woman in the Tom and Jerry cartoon, please. So pull your trouser legs up a little bit and shriek slightly. That helps with the magic.
Oh, it stops these bloody chairs from getting me. And he jumps on the table.
So Tok is looking through the keyhole to the door because the door is closed, but she's looking through the keyhole. I'm hoping there is one, and if not, there's a crack.
Yeah.
Okay, so she then can see her illusion, and she's just going to move it, whimpering, acting really sad, to the door to leave the room, like she's really sad. So the illusion's just going to walk out of the room.
Yeah.
Before anyone manages to touch it while they're all distracted.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to nip to the van, you three. I'm going to get the buffer kit, right? I'm going to sort that piano out. It won't be a problem. I've got the sizing already.
So that Tok has left the room, and I'm frantically, with that painting, frantically, grabbing the painting and trying to drag it round to this door.
You three, stop the magic kicking off again. Stay on your things. I'm going to nip out here. I'm going to shut this door. I'm shutting the door. Right. Let me just get that buffering kit. We'll sort this out. We will sort it out. It won't be a problem. And I just stand on this side of the door here, just kind of blocking it a bit.
Tok is going to see that and hopefully just run through the foyer with this painting in her hands. And she is legging it to the door as quietly and stealthily as she can. And then I think she's just going to run out into the night with it. She's just pegging it. She's gone with that painting. She is.
Is the spell still active?
So the Nightingale's illusion, as soon as
the animate object.
The animate objects does stay up, but it's just they're just wiggling around. They're meant to be able to hit people.
Oh yeah, because they can. Yeah, they'll do what you say when they. Yeah.
They'll do what I say. So they're just wiggling around, just causing them to stay on them, to think that they're still holding.
I was more thinking
down.
about if the painting was going to be a problem, but I think
no, because they're not near it. So unless they go over and inspect it, and then.
No, sorry, I meant the painting that you're carrying that grew legs.
Oh yeah, no, it does what I tell it to do. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's coming with me.
Which way does this door open? Inwardsly or outwardsly?
I think canonically, you set that it opened outwardly because they needed to be pushing on it to keep it closed.
Brilliant. In that case, then. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, there's a bit of magic out here as well. There's a bloody... Don't move, because it's going to kick off the things you sat on. I'm just going to... And then I start push this sofa in front of that door just to block it.
And Tok is running to the left of the building, so she's not in front of that window that they've just stole the painting from. And she is gone.
This magic could last up to an hour, but I'll be back in 5 minutes, I promise, with a brasso kit for the brass that's been chafed and the wooden. I've got a brown Sharpie. I'll be back in 5. Oh, and if anybody asks, the magic word, I'm going to shout the magic words that will soften the effects. Are you ready? Make a note of this. The magic phrase is, Ronson, let's go away now. And that should help with the magic. Say it with me. All 3 of you. Come on, Ronson, let's go away now. Loud as you can.
And I can't hear. I'm down these steps.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so he wants me to do it. Okay. Ronson, let's go away now.
And the second part is, Ronson, when you hear this, leave. Just keep shouting those two things, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Bye. He's off.
Right.
And by this point, because it's been about a minute, the things have stopped moving, and I'm just lugging this painting by this point, probably. I'm
yeah,
guessing.
and considering Nightingale's illusion does make it harder for them to see through the illusion, but it basically makes your... So you would have had to use minor illusion to actually cast the illusion, which only lasts for a minute.
Correct. So everything lasted for a minute, so I had to have done that. Really, this is why I was legging it. It all lasted for a minute.
It's the mid part of the podcast, so it's time to do a little admin, but I'll keep it brief. We have a Patreon with loads of great benefits and exclusive audio and visual treats that you can join for free, or you can give us a little bit of money. Zero pressure. We're on Bluesky, Instagram and Threads, but not on Twitter though. Fuck Twitter. We have a nice little Discord where people come and chat shit about the podcast and whatever they like. It's very moderated and very wholesome, so you won't have to deal with any pricks, and you are very welcome to join. All the links to all the things I've mentioned, a whole back catalogue and more can be found at dungeonsanddickheads.co.uk. That's dungeonsanddickheads.co.uk. It's the word and, it's all one word. You know how the internet works. Thanks to our paying Patreons, Stranded, Mo Lane, Matt Hoss, Krista, Russell, Vic, and special thanks to our top tier patron, Graham. You're all good eggs, though. I will now return you to the adventure using the magic of Stephen's editing.
Let's go back to Ronson then.
Right. Well, I'm descending them stairs.
Yeah, you are. So, as you walk down the stairs, it's immediately obvious that this part of the mansion was untouched during the battle that saw the rest of it destroyed. The walls are very ancient and just very, very dark. You can hardly see in front of you. It's only your glasses of dark vision that help you see anything.
Well, I'm just going to carry on walking. Let's see what we discover.
So you immediately hit a door. It's a big old iron door.
Well, does it open? Can I push it open?
You're going to try, yeah.
I'm certainly going to try.
It swings open. With a
Fantastic. Let's
creak.
walk on in. I bet it's going to be some kind of sex party down here, isn't it? Some kind of eyes wide shut or some kind of bizarre ritual sex thing. Right. So I'm now in a corridor. It goes up and it goes down.
He chose down.
Oh, let's go up first. Come on. Is this going to be like a maze? So it's just another windy corridor. I go down. Oh, and I've come off into a T-junction.
What is your passive perception, please?
What is my passive perception? I had the Fogus. Where does it? Oh, 12.
Okay. You start to feel just the air. Like it's quite damp and sort of dingy down here, but you start to feel a bit of a weird breeze. It's just a very slight, but just a bit unnatural.
I farted again.
Maybe.
Right. Well, let's have a I'm gonna go. Oh gosh. So right. So I can now go up a little bit or down a little bit. Let's explore this top half. That's what she said. So again, that's kind of a dead end. So this is now leading me down. I think I'm being led on a merry dance at the moment. I've got all the way at the bottom. I can only go right. I'm going up there. I'm now going up there. It's a dead end. Bloody hell. Right. So I'm going to go all the way back to that little junction. Back here now. Let's go this way. That goes up. Again, it's winding around. I'm going down. Is this going to be a dead end? Yes, it is. So that's spiraled around into a little dead end there. And I bet, now the thing is, listeners, Dave no longer, I don't know why, because he's not an ugly man, doesn't put his webcam on anymore. So myself and Shitey and Vic can't see Dave. I imagine Dave is giggling to himself now at his clever little trick.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm more giggling that you missed something.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm giggling
God.
about that.
What? Can I go that? What? I can't see anything I've missed. Oh, there was an opening here. There was an opening here as I went down. I missed it. There was a door, another door. And the reason Dave's giggling is 'cause I'm going to open this door and it's going to lead me nowhere. Right, so I'll open up that door. I've opened up that door.
As you open the door, you do feel just a little jolt of like magical electric energy, and you are going to take 6 points of damage.
Well, that don't make much sense, but okay, 6 damage, okay. Right, I'm not going to go right because that's kind of taking me, it isn't taking me back where I've already been, but it's going in the direction I've already been. So I'm going to go left, okay. I've reached a corner, I'm going up. There's an opening here, I'm going through the opening. This is very exciting for the listeners, I'm sure. I'm now going to go up, and I can see that lasts only a few feet, and there's a turn, another dead end that way. I go up. Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. There's a gap there. So basically, listeners, what Dave has done is created a little kind of maze in the dark, because he thought this would be great audio content for you all. Put Ronson in a dark maze.
Well, to be fair, you're the one who went off and found it on your own.
We were stealing a painting from a drawing room, and you've gone into some warrens underneath the house.
It would have been naive for me to think there was no chance you would go end up there on your own, but it wasn't guaranteed.
Another dead end.
Okay, so
so I've now come. Oh, and you can't decide when you're describing or when you're not, Dave. You've passed that job over to me now. So I am now in a room, a larger room. It's not a corridor anymore. And it would seem that I'm on one side, I'm on the right-hand side. There's a big gap, a big drop, a big plummet into an abyss. You may now speak, Dave.
So you're in a bigger room. It's not a corridor anymore. And you're on one side, and there's a gap. And between the two sides, there's a plummet into the abyss.
Yeah. Okay. And on the other side, there's a door, which will probably just lead me down some more corridors. I mean, the thing is, Dave, I'm so tempted to head back and explore the bits I haven't explored, but I feel bad for the listeners having to listen to it, in all honesty. I imagine this bit I haven't explored here, this gap here, is just more corridors, I would imagine, that wind around. Let me just zoom out. And it seems that really the only unexplored bit of the map is probably... Oh, no, because I didn't go down that bit, did I?
Where are you going to go?
Right, I want to go back and... Right, so listeners, you may want to skip 30 seconds several times now, okay? Because before I attempt to jump this gap, I'm going to have a good explore. So I'm going back all the way down. The annoying thing is I can't move through the walls, so I've literally got to take the character.
If you want me to, you can tell me and I could move it. But
well, hang on. Look, right. So let's just explore this bit here. So that's all right. Okay. Oh. There's a bit more down here. There's a bit more down here. So let me have a little look and see what's down here. Okay, is that going to be... Oh, there's a door there. There's a door there. What's this way? A dead end. Right, what if I come back this way and I just have a little look up there? A dead end. Right, so there's another... Right, I'm going to open this door here.
It just swings open.
Right, so in here there seems to be... maybe it's a mausoleum. There seems to be a few coffins. What look like coffins on the ground. Maybe an altar in front of me. Am I doing perception check?
Yeah, a perception or investigation.
Investigation, sorry, investigation. It's a 23.
Okay, so as you described, there are 2 coffins in this room. One of them is engraved with Lord Effingham, and one says Lady Effingham. On the desk in the middle, there is also a large stack of papers. I'm assuming with a 23 that you're just going to read them, so I'm just going to go through and tell you what's on the paper. So the top one reads, "The last will and testament of Lord Effingham. It says, I, Lord Essingham, being of sound mind, hereby record my last wishes to be acted on in the case of my death. I am to be buried in this chamber below the mansion, as is any wife I may take from this point of writing this document. There is to be no formal ceremony. My mansion shall be left to the city, for the king to do with as he sees fit. As for my monetary worth, that too is to be spread among the people of Flamekeep. At time of writing, this amounts to a sum of 3 million gold pieces. This can be found in the vault across from this crypt, and can only be opened by my hand, alive or dead. There's another couple of notes, there's some like drafts where he started writing the will and scribbled it out. And then there's another note that just says, the suspended floor of the connecting chamber needs repair. Stonemason with discretion is required.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the papers, and I do have ink and a pen, an ink pen. I'm going to scribble out any reference to the city of Flamekeep and change it to Runson Diego Bentos.
Okay.
So where it says all the riches and the property and everything gets less, I scribble that out and I copy the handwriting of this person and change every reference to Runson Diego Bentos.
So I will let you choose whether you do a performance or a sleight of hand check.
It's going to be a performance. This is a big roll, this. This is 3 million gold coins on this. Come on. Come on.
Drum roll, please.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's get rolling. I can't see it because there's something in front. It's a 17. It's a 17.
Is that with your plus?
Yes, with my plus, yes.
Your plus 8, okay. So, if you're scribbling it out, how are you... Describe to me how you're going to make it look like it's naturally been written that way rather than scribbled out.
Well, because you know, it's just a document. Obviously, the guy has decided, no, I don't want to do that. So he scribbles out the words and just above, you know, just above in the top, like a child at school changing the work, you know, like a child at school editing your work. He just puts Runson Diego Bentos on there.
Okay. What are you doing with that then? Are you leaving it there?
No, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to pop it into my pocket.
Okay.
Going to keep all that. I might have just a quick goosey in the coffins.
Yeah, so the lids slide off easily, and they're both empty.
Oh, right. So empty. No bodies in there. Right. Okay. As a little joke, I close one of them. The other one I leave open a crack. I hang my bottom over the side into the interior, do a little fart, and then quickly shut it.
What have you eaten?
Just
If you had
to
like
trap
a
the
chili
fat
or
in there.
something before you started this.
Yeah, Ronson ate very heartily and exotically.
He had
before coming
seaweed.
on this adventure.
Oh, we did, yeah.
He had seaweed. I overstuffed myself with seaweed. Right. Well, so then it'll seem, Dave. I mean, I don't know if you want to continue in here anyway, but I suppose I better go to the gap now, because from what I can see, everything else is a dead end.
Okay, whilst you do that, we'll go back to the other two who are, I assume, frantically running away from the mansion.
Can I, in the last seconds of animate objects, that object becomes a creature? I'd like to dimension door with the creature 500 feet back home, please, if possible. It says you can
Okay.
dimension door with a willing creature, and the creature's under my command. I read the spell.
So
and
is it now a
says-
creature forever?
It says it's a creature for this period of the spell. So the animate
I see.
objects
Yeah.
say any as a bonus action, you can mentally command any creature you made with this spell. So technically, it is a creature. Technically, I could dimension door with it.
I mean, you could
If
also
the GM
dimension door with
says-
it when it's a static painting, but you
Can
know.
can you? Because it says any willing creature comes with you. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. So it's a massive painting. I wouldn't have thought
Yeah.
that could.
I mean, you can
But,
carry.
I mean,
it.
it's your. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean-
your choice. Whatever.
It is funnier if you open a dimension door and then this little painting with legs scurries through it.
yeah.
And then as So Zephyr is back at the house having a bath. As for some reason, you subconsciously open a dimension door into the bathroom, and you come bursting through with this painting on legs into the bathroom where Zephyr is laying there with in the bath, and hilarity ensues. And I assume Porky would cover his eyes because he's a gentleman if he was there.
So I'm gonna run through with this painting squirming in my arms with the legs, cast as an object.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, I have a surprise for you, and I see that you have a surprise for me. And I just pop the painting down.
Well, I wasn't planning on having a surprise for you, but here we go.
Oh, Porky.
Oh.
Would you mind? I mean, averting your eyes.
I want to see what the surprise is.
Well, mine's...
Is it a nice candle?
Yes, Porky. It's a lavender smelling candle, actually.
Oh, I'll leave you two to it then to sniff your candles.
Right.
Don't be too long sniffing candles though, because we do have a massive portrait we need to smuggle back to deep sea land. Just saying. All right, bye.
I just put the picture down in front of Zephyr. I was like, well, I seem to have got the painting we needed. And immediately just strips off naked and slips straight into the bath with Zephyr.
And Zephyr shout, Porky, I suppose you can come and get this painting, had you? I don't know if it'll be... Although I suppose water damage probably won't be a problem, will it? Nah, don't worry about it. That was me legitimately thinking you don't want to get the painting wet.
Porky's already in the kitchen making a sandwich. He can't hear you.
It's a wet painting.
Before I realised that, this is a painting that's going back to the sea.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to Ronson.
There's a big old drop. So let me just have a little... I mean, it looks to me like I can get across that, but just a second. 15 foot? Yeah, right. Well, I'll misty step across then.
Okay, you obviously become visible. Not that there's anyone here, but...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a shame. And then I'll go through this next door, which is going to lead me, I imagine, down a bunch more corridors. Until you give me a bit more damage, because apparently there's some electrical charge. I don't know.
Well, I did say magically electrically charged.
That's nowhere up there. That's a dead end up there. Let's go down here. I mean, listeners, it's basically a complete maze. Right, there's another door here. I'll go through here. I'm in here. It's a room. There's 4 dragons' heads in the corner. 4 stone dragon heads. Do I need to do... Well, I suppose I better do a perception check in here.
Yep. Oh, investigation.
It's a 26.
So, yeah, you do a really good look around this room. As you say, there's 4 stone dragons' heads. You don't see anything unusual about them. So you've given them a proper look over, because normally this would be the sort of thing that it would move or whatever. But they're completely static. You do, however, notice on the door there is a imprint of a hand. There's no handle or anything like that. There is just the imprint of a human hand in the center of the stone door.
Let's go stick my sweaty palms on it then.
Okay, as you do.
So I outstretch my hand, expand my fingers, and place my palm and digits into the stone cutout.
You're going to take 18 points of damage.
You pissant. You absolute pissant. Unbelievable.
I mean, did you even listen to... Well, it's a silly question. If you'd listened to what I said when I read the will out, you'd have heard the bit that said,
yeah,
in the vault that can only be opened by my hand, alive or dead.
Right, okay, yeah, I didn't listen to that bit. Right, well, I can't get I can't go back and get his dead body because his dead body's not in there. Can't I transport through walls though?
No, you need to be able to see.
Do I need to be able to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I go through a wall once before? Did I not?
No, I wouldn't have let you.
What about mold earth? Can I mold the earth underneath to leave a little burrow that I can,
I mean,
a little dugout that I can crawl under?
you can try. But whilst you're doing that,
I'll try.
I am going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
18.
Okay. You've just noticed sparks around you. It doesn't really have too much of an effect. You do take 3 points of damage, but you feel this presence trying to grab you. You can't see anything, but as you're like trying to cast your spell, you can just feel this thing trying to wrap itself around you, trying to hold you in place. Just electric sparking off you.
Hands off! I do not give you my permission. Consent is not given. #me too.
And as the other door closes in front of you, leaving you in this chamber with a mysterious force holding you still, or trying to hold you still, with no one around to hear you scream, we are going to leave it there until next time.
Wow.
And that's what happens when you
cliffhanger.
split the party.
Big cliff and exciting stuff. Exciting stuff.
Wow, how is the team going to get out of this sticky situation? I don't know, because this is pre-recorded. I don't know what just happened. Don't forget, though, check out dungeonsanddickheads.co.uk. That contains everything you could possibly need. And thank you very much to Stephen Rankin for editing this and truly polishing the turd into what you hear now. Anyway, back next week. See you Friday. Bye.
This podcast is part of Podomedy, the UK's podcast comedy network. Why not laugh at what else we've got? Visit podomedy.com.